U.S. Marine for 30 years, but his passion has always been writing. He now has a slew of children's novels on the market, and today we take Hugh Anderson's The Great Alphabet Caper off the shelf. Good to see you again, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
You were here before for a couple of times for different reasons, but
right.
Before I get to your book, and I quote here, I have a vision of changing the way people communicate, and my first outlet was in music. I knew that. I've written a few songs and worked on some futuristic tech projects.
Correct.
What is that?
It's actually a unique situation where I've been involved in technology and furthering technology. So I have a group of friends who have joined forces with me to be able to allow people to easily communicate at a more cost-effective way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would take a whole nother show.
Which is what the futuristic tech project means. All right. And later on we'll be talking to a minister of technology here.
And I've met him and I've been to his office when I was appropriating the license.
Okay. But we're talking about more than a couple of books that you've written. We spoke about The Great Alphabet Caper, which I actually read. It says a book for all ages and the power of one. Explain that part.
All right.
The power of one.
Well, because the character that was in the book was a number one. Yep. He was the beginning. And I said the reason it was a book for all ages is a lot of children's books are boring for parents. I remember when my children were young, reading to my children was laborious because you had to be more interested in the reading and getting across the message. So what I did was I write a series of children's books, but they're more geared towards the parent reading to the child until the child can read for themselves.
Yeah. I started to read it and I said, for kids, but this is a war story. And I'm going, what's going on with that? But there's no war.
Exactly.
But it's a nice little catch. Mm-hmm. Why did you choose that kind of avenue to get the word across?
Well, what I wanted to really display was the fact that as a child, I believe that letters can be misspelled, but if they're in conjunction with other words, you can figure out what it means. Yeah. But numbers are specific. They have to be exact. So I would figure if numbers and letters existed in the world, that they would dislike each other.
They would clash.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's why I wrote it in that format.
But these are teaching tools.
Correct.
These are teaching tools.
Yes.
What do you want at the end of the day for this to happen for this? Because it seems like it's more than just me reading to my child.
Correct.
This is something about teaching what can happen and what should happen.
Well, I've written a series of other books called The Adventures of One Kid. Yeah. And well, unfortunately, I went through a divorce, and I wanted my children to know that I still cared and loved them. Yeah. So I wrote a series of books each month for them. Yeah. It evolved that they're adults, and now the books are called The Adventures of One Kid. Yeah. My books have to have some type of message at the end of the book, not just words combined to mean nothing. So each book, especially The Great Alphabet Caper, is really a book about understanding differences in people and being able to understand that you love each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where did that come from? Where does one get to just sit and say, let me write this? Where does that come from?
People always ask me, what do you write about? And I said, well, a series of children's books, sci-fi, westerns, romance, action, pretty much everything, every gamut of the genre. I call it You Be Nameless. It could be a male or female character, but it's something that's in me that comes out and wants to express itself in writing.
It's fiction.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, that can be easy to just come up with fantasy every single day.
I go around with a book and I handwrite. Every book has been handwritten. Okay. And then I type it later.
Okay. Where could we get these books?
The Kingston bookstore was kind enough, the Kingston bookshop was kind enough to start displaying my books. Yeah. And really, I came on the show today because I am looking actively for a publisher or a literary agent to basically propel my books to the masses.
Yeah. You said a series. The series would be how many?
I've written 53 books to date.
53?
53 books.
And they're all this kind of...
No. Some are... this is my budget. My budget can only make books that seem like magazines.
Yeah.
But with the proper management, and I think that the books will be more geared towards the style in which I envision.
Yeah.
I'm an artist,
Yeah.
but this is not my complete painting.
Yeah. That's well said. I've said earlier that you, for want of a better word, dabbled into other things.
Correct.
Is this it now, or are you still dabbling?
No. I'm still dabbling. This is unique, and I wasn't going to say it, but I am. I have a business partner, and his name is Scott Thompson. He's actually getting married next month to my ex-wife, but we're the best of friends because
Hold on, man.
I knew this was going to be.
Man. Your business partner is getting married to your ex.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
You're a good man. I feel I would have poisoning, but you're a good man. That's great. Good to see you.
No problem.
And I suspect you might be back for other reasons later on. He's the author of The Great Alphabet Caper. Hugh Anderson is his name.